Hey guys, Jim here with another video for you. This is Science Fiction Spotlight, ranking my top 10 science fiction franchises. But before we begin, at the end of this series, or end of this video, rather, if you like what you see, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a possible subscribe. Most importantly, please leave comments below. Let me know what your rankings of these series would be, and if there's any that I missed. Now, we're going to start wrapping up this little science fiction spotlight series that I've started recently. And we're going to do two videos. We're going to do one today and one sometime in the next couple of days. The first one, I am ranking 10 franchises, not the actual particular movies themselves, but the franchises themselves in order, ranking from 10 to 1, from least favorite to favorite. I want to stress, I do enjoy some of the movies in every one of these franchises. Otherwise, I wouldn't own them. And some of these rankings may seem a little bit off, but once I explain my reasons behind it, hopefully it'll become a little more clear. The follow-up to this video is going to be my top 25 science fiction movies in my collection that are not part of a franchise. And by franchise, I mean it has to have more than at least 2 movies. So, bearing that in mind, that's how I came up with this list of franchises. Every one of these particular ones that I'm going to mention have a minimum of 4 movies in their franchise. So let's just begin. We're going to start off at number 10. From my Steven Spielberg collection, we're going to go with the Jurassic Park series. The first one, as you can see, came out in 1993, and they are currently working on a new movie as of today. There have been 6 movies, as far as I know, that have been released with the new trilogy in the works. I only own the first 2 Jurassic Park films, which are both included in this box set. The other one is The Lost World right there. I love Jurassic Park, and I really enjoy the second one. The third one is okay too. I don't like any, to be fair, I've only seen the first of the newest trilogy, and I started to watch the second movie and couldn't get into it and never watched the third. But the original 2 Jurassic Park movies are terrific. So number 10 is Jurassic Park. Number 9, and this might be kind of a shock to some people that have been watching my videos for quite a while, but number 9 is the Matrix franchise. There have been 4 films and an animated collection for this series. And I absolutely love the Matrix. It's been well known how much I love the original Matrix film, and I do enjoy the other 2 movies to a certain degree. But I don't like that 4th movie, and I don't like the other 2 movies enough to where I would place it higher on the countdown. So that is why the Matrix collection, or the Matrix franchise rather, is number 9. More shocks for you. Number 8 is the Terminator franchise. The first one came out in 1984. There is a new Netflix animated Terminator that is going on right now, so you could say that this franchise continues to this day. Again, like the Matrix, I own the first 2, or like Jurassic Park, I should say. I own the first 2 movies, and I absolutely adore the first 2 movies. I didn't like 3 too much. I couldn't stand Salvation, and I never saw any of the other installments. So that is why the Terminator is ranked number 8. Number 7 is the Riddick franchise, consisting of 3 films. Pitch Black, The Chronicles of Riddick, and Riddick. There is a 4th film in the works right now, and this collection also contains a short animated film. Again, absolutely love Pitch Black. I think it's one of the best science fiction movies of that decade, and I enjoy Chronicles of Riddick, and I really, really enjoyed the 3rd movie. I thought that was kind of a throwback to the original. So because I do enjoy all 3 of these movies, that is why it is ranked number 7. Number 6 is the Star Trek franchise, and this includes the reboots. So we are talking a total of 13 films. And out of those 13 films, I like at least 10 of them. And I absolutely adore about 3 or 4 of them. Star Trek would probably be in the top 2 or 3 in most people's countdown. However, like I said, I'm trying to keep nostalgia out of this, and I'm just going by how many of these movies I enjoy. So, Star Trek is number 6. Top 5. Number 5 is the Mad Max universe, represented here by the Road Warrior, which came out in 1982. The original came out in 1979. And Furiosa, the newest installment, came out this year. I love all 5 movies. I really do. Some more than others. I'm going to be doing a ranking of that series very soon, but The Road Warrior is an incredible film, and I love the universe that George Miller created with the Mad Max universe. So, number 5 is the Mad Max films. Number 4 are the Predator films. The first came out in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger, directed by John McTiernan. The most recent installment, Prey, came out on Hulu last year, I believe. If not last year, 2 years ago. And there is a sequel to that movie that is being filmed right now. Again, some of the Predator movies are better than the other ones. I don't really like the reboot that they did before Prey. But other than that, I enjoy every one of these films, especially the first 3. Actually, I should say Prey. I forgot. Prey is phenomenal. Okay, number 3 is the Planet of the Apes movies. This includes the original 5 films and the rebooted material, for a total of 10 films, if you want to include the Tim Burton film. And the Tim Burton film is the only one I don't like. I have not seen Kingdom for the Planet of the Apes yet. I don't own it yet. Work has been extremely slow, so I haven't been buying anything lately. But I will be getting it eventually. And again, the Planet of the Apes films, especially the newer ones, are just so goddamn good. And these movies will always be extremely important to me for my childhood movie-going habits. I had the action figures. I had the little tree fort, that they had. And Battle for the Planet of the Apes was the first theatrical film that I can remember seeing. So, number 3 is the Planet of the Apes. Number 2, and this one was really hard because number 2 and number 1, it's neck and neck. But I'm going to go with number 2 being Star Wars. And I know that's a huge shock. And actually it is to me too, because at the beginning of this video, this one was ranked number 1. I literally just changed my mind. But when it's all said and done, as much as I love the original trilogy and a couple of the other recent movies, Star Wars went from being a perfect franchise to being hit and miss. It really has, if we're being honest with each other. And because of that, that's why I cannot rank it number 1. Even though Star Wars is probably the most near and dear to my heart franchise of them all. But number 1, and like I said, I just changed my mind, is the Alien films. Again, I don't love every Alien movie, especially the 2 Alien versus Predator movies, but they're kind of their own thing. But of these 4 films, I have not seen Romulus yet, so I'm not including that, of course, but I really enjoy all 4 of these films to a certain degree, and I absolutely adore the first 2 films. And there's no Alien movie that I don't like. Even the Alien versus Predator movies, there are certain things to those movies that I do like. They are entertaining on a certain level, even though they don't hold a candle to anything else in either of those franchises. But when it's all said and done, the Alien universe is definitely the one that is number 1 on my list. I had to make a tough decision, and I decided to go with it, and that's the way we're going to stick with it. So to recap, number 1 is Alien. Number 2 is Star Wars. Number 3 is Planet of the Apes. Number 4 is Predator. Number 5 is Mad Max. Number 6 is Star Trek. Number 7 is the Riddick films. Number 8 are the Terminator films. Number 9 are the Matrix films. And number 10, from my Steven Spielberg collection, once again, the Jurassic Park films. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, a possible subscribe. Most importantly, leave comments below. I know I'm going to be hearing from some of you about some of these rankings, but that's fine. Let me know what your rankings are. I have a feeling Star Wars is going to be number 1 for most. But until then, I hope everybody is having a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.